while everything used to create this video presentation is purchased through personal and private funds. Amazon affiliate links below will provide a small kickback to the author. Thank you.
While sharing the same design as the Soviet Makarov PM and its copies manufactured in Bulgaria, East Germany, and China, the Russian Baikal IJ-70, manufactured in Russia, is a 9x18 straight blowback handgun, sharing lineage and design similar to the Walther PP. How is it compared to modern 9mm handguns manufactured out in the West? And is it really worth purchasing? Let's find out.
You ready?
The Baikal IJ-70 and the Makarov PM both function in an identical manner. First, you drop your heel magazine release, and then insert your magazine through the bottom. The slide catch cannot, however, easily be manipulated. So to charge the weapon, rack back the slide. Now you see the hammer is back to the rear. Down is to fire, up is unsafe. Very similar to frame-mounted handguns, such as the 1911, however the opposite compared to, say, the 92FS or the Walther PP, where the safety is mounted on the slide. From there, the hammer is locked back to the front, and the trigger cannot be used, the hammer can't be locked back, and the slide cannot be manipulated. Load your magazine. Push back on the slide, and the hammer is now back. To decock it, put it back on safe, and have it be on fire. From there, the handgun is on double action mode, which has a pretty heavy trigger. Now you see that the hammer is to the rearward position right now. Now, the handgun can be fired on single action mode. The magazine can be inserted, however the slide stop can be used to let the slide go forward. However, it's quite difficult.
The handgun itself is rather bulky for caliber and capacity, and while it is more easily carried than full-size service handguns, it doesn't really offer anything over them either. The cartridge is similar to the 380 auto handgun cartridge in practice, yet the weight and size of the Makarov PM is larger than compact 380 handguns such as the Beretta Cheetah or the Walther PP. Sights are crude, and the handgun recoils a bit for its size. The heel magazine release offers awkward and slow reloading, and the double action trigger is atrocious, with a double action pull weight being more than 13 pounds, and the single action pull weight being 5.5 pounds with creep. The pistol isn't unreliable. Surplus ammunition is cheap if available, and it's inexpensive. The pistol can easily be cleaned and field stripped. One neat trick that can be done with the Makarov PM is that it can be used as a bottle opener.
Okay, so how the IJ-70 is field stripped is lock your slide back to the rear, drop your magazine. From there, you take this lever and push it all the way down. Now you take the slide and pull it extra further into the back, and there you go. That's how you field strip the Makarov PM or IJ-70. Now you just do the same in reverse order. Field stripping the IJ-70 is pretty simple.
The Makarov PM handgun was designed by Nikolai Makarov in 1947 to replace the AG-TT Tokarev pistol in use in World War II. After trials and testing, the Makarov PM was formally adopted by the Soviet Union in 1951. It does feature improvements over the TT Tokarev, such as an intuitive safety. The Makarov PM did draw design cues from the Walther PP handgun, much like how the TT Tokarev did borrow design elements from Browning handguns. After the adoption of the Makarov PM in the 9x18 pistol cartridge, other nations within the Warsaw Pact, as well as other communist-aligned nations, for example, the Makarov PM was copied and adopted by East Germany, Bulgaria, and China. The pistol will also be in use in other nations such as North Korea, Mongolia, and Vietnam. The cartridge itself is adopted by other nations as well as domestically made handguns chambered for 9x18 Makarov, such as from Poland, Hungary, and Czechoslovakia. This particular example right here, the CZ-82 handgun made in communist Czechoslovakia, is not a Makarov, but it shares the same cartridge. While inexpensive and the surplus ammunition plentiful at time of release, the Makarov PM isn't an intrinsically good pistol compared to other handguns you can find on today's market. The venerable and AG-1911, while a significantly older design, has better ergonomics and ballistics. The full-size family of Wonder 9s, such as from Beretta, CZ, SIG, and among others, provide better ergonomics, better sights, magazine capacity, and stopping power. While a bit more expensive, a Glock 19 features an almost identical footprint to a Makarov, but significantly better in all aspects and attributes, such as better sights, almost double the capacity, better ergonomics, a better trigger, and greater stopping power. I do think the IJ-70 is a neat piece of Russian history, but I'd rather use a compact 9x19 handgun for personal protection or competition.
Well, the IJ-70 sure is a serviceable handgun, and it's quite well made and well machined. I don't recommend this as a carry gun for everyday purpose if you can afford something better. Sure, these guns are cheap, the surplus ammunition is cheap, however, you can go much better with a modern 9mm striker-fired handgun such as this Glock 19, which is lighter, shoots a more powerful cartridge, and holds almost twice as much. So, while this is great for collecting or target shooting, I don't recommend this for serious use. If you can afford it, get this instead. Thanks for watching.
This program is produced by Glow So Bright. We're a media company, not a honeypot.
Trust us.